is right there. And there's the Kato. And the horseshoe crab, he actually goes under the sand. He could be anywhere right now under the sand. Actually, we got it from a lake nearby, and we actually saved him. really get stung unless their body touches the anemone. If their legs touch them, like they have very small legs, they wouldn't get stung. The horseshoe crab's in the sand.